Good. No, good. So I'll be taking us through our setup this morning. I will take the trade. I was taking us through our setup. Some of you that are new, yes, the video is there, but it's always good when we rekindle the fire of setting up for binary trading. So the first thing is, I think hold on. Let me see if I'll copy that. Okay, so the first thing you do when you come into the market is to check the sentiment. So there's basic steps to trading, very simple. So you want to check the fundamentals of of the market. That way you get to know what has happened or what's going to happen. All right, between the time you're trading. So this is 5 minutes past 5 a.m. my time. Wherever you are, your time zone is what's going to show. Okay, you make sure it's synchronized with your time zone. Sometimes it shows two timing. So if I refresh this right now, it's going to show US. Okay, so but if I refresh it again, it's going to show Nigerian time. So you can also do that. So 1:30 there was news a couple of hours ago. There was news around on E, and it was tentative. Then 4:35 there was news on JPY. All right, and the next news that we're going to have in the market that is known here. These are captured news. So you know that this time there's going to be news on Euro around 8 a.m. So it's not around the time we're trading. So we can say we are free of news right now. So the next thing you do is, so that's check the sentiment. That's the first thing. You can write it down. Number one is check the sentiment. Okay. I think I'm going to be jotting these things in the Discord channel. So steps. As www.forexfactory.com. Okay, so the second thing you do is check made a mistake. Check the news. So the second thing is we check the sentiment. All right. So checking the sentiment, I use three things in checking the sentiment. I use lightchart.co.uk. So you can copy this. I'll put I'll put the 3 website, currencystrengthmeter.org. And Finviz. Oh, look how Bitcoin is flying. Bitcoin is making some waves. I'll just be pasting it so that you guys can copy it. All right. So those are 3 things I use in checking the news, and you want to see if they align, because you don't just want to trust on one. You want to be able to see a bigger scope of where the market is going. Now, or why are you using sentiment? Because you're trading binary, you're trading the emotions of the market. You want to know what currency has strength and what currency doesn't have strength, and you want to trade the currency that has strength against the currency that doesn't have strength. And another thing you have to put into consideration, you want to trade currencies that are on the time zone, that are on the market session. So we have 3 sessions in the market. It's actually 4. Okay, we have the New York, we have the London, we have the New York, then we have the Asian session, which is Sydney and Tokyo. Okay, so between the hours of so I'm using my time between the hours of between 5, all right, that's evening, which is I could say that is around 12. That's the Asian session has actually started. So between that time and 5 a.m., all right, is all of Asian time. The market doesn't have volume, but you want to trade the currency, okay, that is in this session. It makes, when you're trading a currency that is in its session, okay, more beautiful. All right, it's more consistent. All right. I think excuse me, guys. You guys give me 2 minutes. Gotta put up power. All right. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. So, so you're checking the sentiment of the market. So it's very important to check sentiment, and you want to align these three. So thin V gives me volume. That's the volume that is in the market. So you see NZD over the Asian station has been strong, JPY has been strong, Euro has been strong, all right, and USD has been weak. So what's going to happen? NZD, USD is going to be buying, all right. JPY, USD, JPY is going to be selling. So JPY is an Asian pair. Okay, so USD is a New York pair, but it's a universal pair. So USD JPY is going to be good. Then we have Euro. Euro USD is going to be buying. Okay, so I'd love to look at NZD CHF, all right, or CAD JPY. So now that I've seen this, I want to go cross-check the strength. I want to go see the time. So I've seen the volume. There's volume. All right. Now I want to see strength. I want to see it represented. So here, what do you see? Euro is stronger here as against here. Okay. There is volume on NZD. Okay. But presently there is strength. So that volume may okay. Yeah, there's volume on NZD, which is good. Okay. The next one is JPY, but here right now it's saying, let me align this thing so I don't keep jumping. Okay, it's close. So NZD is strong, which is powerful. So let me confirm here. So the pair we're going to look at today is NZD. NZD USD, NZD CHF, NZD card, AUD, NZD. That's a very stupid pair. I don't like it. Okay. So let's look at NZD USD. Let's just look at how it is. So USD is very weak, NZD is very strong. So let's look at this pair. You want to trade a pair that has significant difference, all right, in sentiment. So that's the next thing you want to do. Okay, so after checking the sentiment of the market, the next thing you want to check is the trend, all right? So that's where you go to technical analysis. You want to see your technical play out. All right, do not trade against the trend because the trend is your friend on the events. Okay, if the trend needs to align with the sentiment for your analysis to be very good for the strategy. All right, does that make sense? So we're trading the trend. It puts us in a safe parameter in the market. All right, we're not congested people who just hope or predict. We are following the movement. So I'm going to go to NZD USD. In case you're new, I did a training. I've given you guys a training on how to use trading view. It's very, very important. You can't practice when you don't have a setup of trading view. So you want to do that. The next thing is, let's check the trend of NZD USD right now. You want to check it in 4 time frame. So Kenry, how can I know the market is trending? All right, how can I know the market is trending up? So this is what I want you guys to do. Come on. Sheesh. All right, let's focus. There's been some beautiful moves in the market over the night. NZD USD. Okay, so this is. Whew. So what trend is this, fam? I'm gonna delete this. I've done some analysis, but just gonna ignore it. What trend is this? All right, there are different ways to know the trend of the market. One is just find the trend indicator, your trend. So you know this market is trending up, true. But how do I check it in 4 time frames if the market is in a trend? So you go to your indicator, all right, your indicators, click on indicators and select Ivan Cabra strategy 2. Are you guys with me? Okay, you select this. All right, the moment you select this, it's going to bring you this boy. All right, it's going to bring you this this strategy. So what are you looking for in this strategy? All right, it may be a little different from this. All right, yours may have okay, so let me just do this right now. Let me select it, Ivan Cabra strategy, boom. So this is what it's going to look like. All right, so let me silence this. No, this is it. So this is what the Ivan Cabra strategy looks like. Okay, so what do I do here? So I want you guys to do something. All right, click on settings. Okay, go on style, and you look for hold on. There's something I want you guys to remove. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, this is there. Yeah, so this plot blue, remove it. Remove it. So this blue, 2 blue and 2 red, just remove them. Okay, it brings the noise down. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm taking away all of no, I don't use Bollinger. All right, so it takes away the noise. The only thing that I want for you to pay attention to is this EMA. You can make it thick. All right, you can make it thick. This black plot. All right, click on it and make it thick, so that, because it's very, very important. All right, it's a very, very important one. So you can make it thick, black. So you click save. All right, does that make sense? That's it. That's what you need. So, all right. Are we there? Put 5 if you're there. I hope I'm not too fast. All right. Put 5 if you're there. You got it. Taking it sharply. Okay. If you don't have trading view, just don't put 5. Just make sure that on our next session you already have trading view, so you can be doing this, but just follow. Okay, in case you're new, I'm doing this video, all right, a news video for the newcomers, all right, to carry you along. So I'm not just coming here and just giving you trade or winning. It's almost like you're feeling the sense of I'm being spoon-fed, but I don't know how I'm being force-fed. So Henry, you said our confidence level is going to grow if I practice. I don't know how to practice. All right, so I'm giving you something. So even while you're feeding, you can practice on your own. It makes sense, right? So what am I looking for? I want to look out for the trend of the market. How do I ascertain the trend? So this is a trend indicator. Okay, the this is super trend, this is EMA. EMA, both of them are trend indicator, but EMA stands as a support resistant trend mover. Okay, but what you want to focus on is the trend. If the market is above the super trend, it means it's bullish. If the market is below the super trend, it means it's bearish on that time frame. So on 5 minutes, all right, the market is bullish. So it aligns with the sentiment, true or true. All right, put 1 on the chart. So the next thing I want to look at it on 15 minutes. Boom, is above the super trend, aligns. I want to get a minimum of 3. So 5, 15, 1 hour, and daily. So 15 minutes is above the super trend. It means this market is super trending bullish. Okay, then I want to check it on daily. It's now irrelevant, but right about now, we know this market, what? It's a bullish market. Makes sense, right? So we've checked the sentiment of the market. We've checked the trend. The next thing we want to do, what? We want to check the structure, all right, which is support resistance. You buy the structure of a market. So you trade the structure of a market. So the buys and the sells based on the structure. So what am I looking at for? Basically, I want to see what has happened in the market So now that I know that I want to buy, I want to know where the market has bought before and where the market has sold before, so that I could know where to potentially trade the market. So the first thing you want to introduce to yourself, charting. All right. So type charting on the chart. It's basic. So this is basic charting I want to do. So now that I'm on a daily, all right, I want to pay attention to the previous candle of the day. All right. Previous candle of the day. So I'll take the foot of the candle. I will color that black. I will take the body of the candle. Okay, same thing. I'll take the roof of the candle, which is the wick extension, and I'll take the body. Does that make sense? Putting a two, if this is clear, too clear it. That's all you need, and you want to make sure it's clean. So you see that I've stretched it out. All right, I just make sure it's clean. These details, they matter. Okay. Beautiful. So the next thing I want to do is switch the time frame to 1 hour. What am I doing in 1 hour? I want to do the same thing that I've done in 1 hour. Okay, so I have, and I like to make my 1 hour blue so that I could differentiate. Okay, Kendra, why are you doing this? When the market has bought before in the previous hour, it's likely to repeat it in the present time. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm looking for a buy. So I do know that when the market came here, it bought back. This week means market was selling, then it bought back. So there was a buy activity here. All right. Boom. Okay. So likewise, the closing. So the closing represents authority. Okay. Yeah. So let me just leave that. I don't want to give you guys too much explanation, but just follow the details. So weak body, same time. All right. Now, when you see another thing you can do, when you see that market is presently right now, you could do the other candle. This is same thing. All right. Because the market is just around this area, just pulling down right now. So just to get back up, you do the other candle. Okay. Now, boom, take it to 15 minutes. So what do I have in 15 minutes? Market bought here. I make that green. I love to make my 15 minutes green. All right. It's same thing. Can you see that this is the same place in 1 hour? All right. So I don't need to mark that. Okay. Another thing I can do is, so here's a 15 minutes, here's a consolidation. I just want to take this detail here. All right. For a 15 minutes. It means that's you can see this place, boom, boom. So this is good. So the next thing, I take it to 5 minutes. I'm going to trade it looking at it under 5 minutes. All right. So I do know something right now. This is a 15-minute area, this is in 1 hour area. So Kendry, all right, what's the next thing? I want to buy when it comes to any of this area, but what time do I buy? How do I know that's the buy I'm looking for? So there's something that would indicate, right, when is a good time to buy, and it's called what? I'll call it a momentum indicator. So you want to go to your indicator, type stochastic. All right. So type stochastic, and this is it. Boom. So this is just something to help you know when's the right time to buy. When the market is at the green level, okay, it means it's at the base. Buyers are there. When it's at the red, it means sellers, it's in the sell zone. Okay, so it's just an indicator that helps you know what technical to take. All right, does that make sense? So go to indicator, type stochastic. Okay. Yeah, this is how it looks. And what you want to do is just go, yeah, it's basic. There's no magic, it's basic. All right. Go 5 if you got it. So what are we looking at? Now that I know that, okay, if the market is at green, I buy. If it comes to a technical area that is at green, I buy. What's the last factor to make it sweet? Okay, there are 3 times in the market. There are 4 times in the market that the market reacts. All right, it's called timing. Okay, quarter theory is a timing factor. Every 15 minutes on the clock, the market tends to make a different direction. All right, so Ken, what do you mean? Okay, so let's look at this time. What time is this? This is 15. Market was buying at 15 and made a different direction. Okay, let's look at when the time did that again. All right, what time is this? This is o'clock. At o'clock, the market made a different direction. Okay, so let's look at this. What time is this? This is 1:25. At the 1:30, the market made a different direction. Okay, every 15 minutes on the clock, something happens. All right, something happens. This is o'clock. Okay, so you want to check this. If you look at this right now, this is 5 o'clock. At the o'clock, at the 15, at 30, on the time, okay, at 45, market tends to make a different direction. So you want to capitalize on this direction to increase your level of accuracy in trading. That's what the strategy is about. Okay, check the sentiment, align with the trend, chart the market to know support and resistance, whether the market has bought or sold, then use these areas to trade on timing. Does this make sense? All right, put in a 5. So what are we looking at trading NZD USD right now? If NZD USD comes to any of these areas, the market and it's on timing. Okay, so between this area and this area, all right, I'm going to pick a buy. I'm going to be looking out for a buy between 254 and 269. If market comes to this area, I like to buy. All right, because why? I believe the stochastic is going to be here. Beautiful. It's basic you trading this strategy. So that's NZD USD. All right, another place is coming here. This is going to be very good. 207 to 223 is going to be very good. Here's been some level of consolidation. Here's going to be a good decision. All right, so 269, 254 to 269 is what we're looking at trading on NZD USD. NU by 254 to 269. 5 minutes. Beta area 207 to 223. 5 minutes. Okay. So what the market is doing right now is you just have to. One thing you have to know is, so let's say you want to leave your home, you want to get to a location. All right. This is how the market is. There are different people and different ways they react to the market. You are going to finish dressing or prepare, know where you're going. True. Okay, then you need a vehicle to take you there. Then you probably book Uber. All right. When you book the Uber, do you ask the Uber where they are? Okay. Or you tell them where you are? You guys talk to me. Even if you ask them where they are, it's for you to direct them to come and meet you where you are. Am I correct? Okay, whenever you're trading this market, you're safer when the market comes to you. Okay, you don't ask the market, oh, you don't ask Uber where you are, I want to come to you. It's a lot stressful. Okay, it stresses you to go and meet the Uber where they are. Presently, right now, the market is like an Uber. When you come into it, all right, tell it where you are. So what have I done? I've prepared, I've dressed up. Okay, I know where I am going. Okay, all I did was, okay, I told the market where I am. So where I am in 254. I am in 223. I am in 207. You make a choice. Tell the market where you are. So I could say, oh, market, I am in 223. Okay, come meet me. I'm booking a 5 minutes ride. You guys understand? So you wait, you wait. So it tells you the time I'm going to get there. Every 15 minutes, all right? And the time you're looking at it. Every 15 minutes and the time you're looking at it. If it comes, fine. If it doesn't come, you book another ride. You know what most of you do is, I'm missing an appointment. I'm missing an appointment. I got to jump on the bus. And the next thing, you get off the Uber, you find a bus running around, all right, and you do jiggly joggle. And some of you get hot because why? You're trying to behave like an Agberu. How many of you have been victims of Agberonizing in the market? I know some of you understand this language, some of you don't. I'm not an Agberu. I'm a rich billionaire that's trading. I'm touch and poach. I control my entry. So market comes to me, all right? I get into the bus. If you like, kidnap me, all right? But you only took a version of me. It's safer. You only took a risk. So that's my risk. If you like, hijack me. If you like, take me to the wrong direction, you just take that risk to the wrong direction. But I am safe that way. Making sense, right? That's how you want to trade the market. Let it come to you. It may not come to you in an hour, all right? Okay, appointment missed. I'll go another day. Does that make sense? Beautiful. So another thing you have to put into consideration now that we're waiting to trade, it's the broker. All right. So I'm also going to do a little, do us a favor here to set up our broker. Okay. Hold on, guys. So let's take a little snap in our broker. I'm not doing much things today. All right. I want to make it simple. So I'm not going to be looking at, I will be looking at different pair, but I want to establish this knowledge in the simplicity, best and simple way. Good. So let's go to the broker. So what I normally do, since I'm using Chrome, I put alarm close to where I will be trading and I'll wait for it. Let's take a ride on the broker. So we use one prime option. So I believe every one of you have set up your one prime option. If you've not take the link on the group and set it up, okay, if you have any issues, just let us know. So trading.oneprimeoptions.com. That's automatic. Are you kidding me? What did I type? Trading. Yeah. Why did you bring me? You're trying to sabotage my recording. Okay, so you log in. It's a very simple broker. All right. The interface is beautiful. One of the reasons you're going to love it is because most of you have used this IQ Send. You've loved some of the interface and features, and they're all here. All right. But most importantly, this is a very credible, regulated broker, and it's reliable. I'll just say that, okay, because we used it. Those who have money have used this broker. Withdrawals is good. Okay. It operates globally, just only some regions like the US that it doesn't operate, but we found a way to actually use it, all right, in those regions. So you guys can ask questions to get it. So what am I looking at? This is where to set up a currency. So I'm just going to give you guys the feature, simple feature. I want to trade NZD right now. I come on all. Okay, I type NZD, I put it on favorite and I click. Okay, so that's NZD. Okay. Now, I want to make sure I know the option I'm trading. So there's regular, there's 60 seconds, and there's long term. I trade regular. All right. What's the difference between regular and 60 seconds? 60 seconds is 60 seconds. It's fixed. Okay. And it's 5 minutes. It's every minute to 5 minutes. So if I take 60 seconds, I'm going to see on the timer. This is where I select the time. All right. If I click on this arrow here right now, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes to 5 minutes, 300 seconds. That's fixed time. Okay. Now with this feature, there is nothing like a rollover. It's fixed time. Either you come to me, take the trade, it counts. You must get, there is no time, 8 seconds. So if you take it at any time, you're going to get what you took. All right. So the regular on the other side, the regular option, it's a timer on every 5 minutes. So you're going to see it here. So this is 5:45. That's when this particular time is going to switch to the next. All right. The next one is 5:50. The next one is 5:55. It's every 5 minutes. And the beautiful thing about this is with this feature, you could extend your time. You could use the feature like rollover. You could buy more time. Does that make sense? Put in 5. That's the difference. So this one is second and it's fixed. This one is every 5 minutes and it's not fixed. Okay, so if I take this particular one right now, all right, it's on the 5 minute, but if I take a trade right now, the trade is only going to run 3 minutes. Because why? It's going to close at 5:45. Put in a 5 if you got that. Okay. All right, and we always advise, okay, for every trade we're taking, you're using 2% unless maybe the trade is not get ready yet. You could break your risk into 2, but 2% a trade. All right, so you always want to put your 2% here. Okay, whatever it is, all right, that you have. And I sent you guys last week, okay, a journal you guys could use whenever you have, and it's very, 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 very important. Okay, let me share this right now. It's important. You can use it. This is not dead. Okay. Oh, where is it? I know it's showing on the screen, but I'm not seeing it on my own end. Okay, this is it. So what you want to do is it helps you track your movement. It helps you know what exactly to use. All right, how many trades you want to take. So 2%, all right, put whatever amount you have there, all right, and boom. So I've been trading, okay. It tells you amount to risk. The session goal is 3%. If I get 3%, I'm done, okay. It tells you how much you make. I step away from the market, and it tells you also the stop loss you have, all right. Like we had a session yesterday. We had a lesson yesterday. Okay, boom, I'm out. All right. So today, this is what I'm starting with. See, it tells you what you're starting with. It tells you how much you're risking and how much you making on the session. So 2 trades and 2%, I've gotten 3. That's it. Does that make sense? It makes you disciplined. It helps with your discipline. If you're just trading, okay, I'll take 2 trades. Nothing, it gives you instruction. So when I look at this, I have an instruction of this, and I have an instruction of this. So there's a picture, there's a word picture that I've seen. And when I'm trading, it's easy for me to obey. Does that make sense? I believe now you guys have access to this. It's actually in our team resource. Okay, go click on it. Put it. This just saves you all of the guesswork. Okay, put in a 5. All right. So now we can go back to our broker. So what is the next feature I can use? So I put that, sometimes I put lesser amount. This is what I do. So there's another thing to do. Okay. I could use 100. Can't remember why using 100. I'm supposed to use 120. I could use 100. Why? Okay, so let me do this. Because I mean, not teach or say this, but it's another skill you have to manage. When you're taking a trade, it's not just a fixed trade you're taking. There may be room for rollover. So if I take a $100 trade, if I roll over, it's 140. Okay. And I roll over again, it's 200. So 2 rollovers, I've done almost my 4%. You know, some of you, when you trade, you don't factor in the excesses. So, oh, we say we take 2 trades, but you've rolled over twice. You're taking your 2 trades, almost your 2 trades. So you want to take another one. All right, that's 3 trades. That's 5% done already. Okay. So what you do most times is, if I know that the market is not in that place where I really want it, I use 1%. So that if I roll over, it's going to come meet me at 2%. Are you guys seeing the wisdom and why I always tell you to break your risk when the trade is not at that place? Because there may be room for rollover. So that's why sometimes on the session we take 2 or 3 trades, we're done. But if we catch good 2 trades, we're done. All right, making sense, right? Always watch your risk. Trading is about risk management. It's not about skill set. It's about risk management majorly. Your ability to manage your risk. Okay. So that's something you guys should put into consideration. Some of you trade more than your risk. And if you don't learn to document your risk taking, it's dangerous. All right. You're not going to proceed and progress in the market. So this is very, very important. So when I give a trade and I say, okay, if it comes, that's why I always like to trade a 15-minute area. All right. If it comes to that 15-minute, I know definitely there's more probability for a win, and it's on timing, and it's a 50. Oh man, I just go 2% on it. 10, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, we're done. Okay, but always factor in your risk. So let's say you took 120 and you rolled over once. Next trade you're taking is a 1%. You're using 60. All right. Is it clear now? Put clear if you got that. Some of you, it's all about clicking the button. All right. So be a nice question. So how do you get 7 minutes? So let's say the time right now, the time is 5:47. Okay. So if I say take a 5 minutes right now, what are you going to select? You're going to select the next close, which is what? 5:55. So you go on 5:55. All right. If you select that, it means the trade is going to run about 7 minutes. It's automatic. When I tell you 5 minutes, take the next 5 minutes. So this trade is already on a 5 minutes run to close at 6 o'clock, at 5:50. So when I say take a trade right now, the trade you're taking right now is not 5:50, it's 5:55. Is that clear? And means the trade is going to run for 5 minutes, for 7 minutes. Okay. So while we're waiting on this market to do it, I don't want to come and meet you, Kenry. All right, my boss has gone. There's hold up. Cannot come. Okay. See that order on your right? Okay, or shift location. So I have many houses in the market. I'm living in 307. I'm living in 269, and I'm also living in 223. So I could give you any of my location to come pick me up. Oh, you have. Oh, you're going. Okay. Can you come to 307 to 311? All right. I'm going to wait for you at 6 o'clock. Okay. So now that the market is going up, okay, new areas are emerging. All right. Like this area now, it's going to be emerging. Okay. Like this area now, it's going to be emerging. I stayed on one page so that you guys can cut away all forms of distraction and really learn this. Are you guys enjoying it? Okay. Are you guys enjoying this? So you do know that what I've done, you could do it. You could duplicate it and you could practice it. All right. So this is another one. This is another one. These are the trades I'm looking at. Just because you didn't see it now doesn't mean the market won't come. Okay. NZ is very strong right now and it's pulling. All right. It's pulling. It's really pulling. It's really bullish. So maybe on the timing, you can see what happened here. We're looking at it from a perspective, deeper perspective. You see what happened here. At the 5 o'clock, market took a bullish run. Maybe at 6 o'clock, it's going to take a bearish run. All right. So it's all bullish right now. It needs a timing to take it back down. Okay, so I'm just going to be watching this. So now that I've shown you guys, I've given you guys a bit of the broker, and it shows you how much it's paying you. I don't care about how much I'm making. I care about the trades I'm taking. I believe if I take 2 trades at 2%, I'm going to make 3%. So I'm focused on 2 trades and how I administer those 2 trades within the parameters of my entries. All right. It's beautiful if I get it. I don't have to roll over 2. But if I roll over, right, I want to now edit this. Okay. I want to now edit that. It makes sense. So another thing you can use on this broker is you could use the tools. All right, horizontal line. What are you waiting for? You could put, we're waiting for 263, right? What area? It's actually a technical room on its own. So let's look at NZ. Where are we waiting for? We're waiting for, now we're waiting for 311. So I could go there, put it 311. So that's a blue line. You could color it. You can make it whatever color you want to make it. All right. There's a way to change the color. I'm just trying to see. Henry, how did you change the color? So many things in my head. It doesn't really matter to me right now, but you're fine, you're fine. I believe you figure out it's not that important to me right now. So this is where I'm moving on. What is the other feature that you can use if you're using a system? I don't know about a phone. All right. I'm using a system right now. I could use an alarm. So I could put an alarm somewhere around 2 or 3 pipettes away. Okay. So that notifies me when it's getting there, even on the broker. All right. Even on the broker, you could set an alarm. For those of you that doesn't have an alarm on your trading view, maybe you have just one alarm if you're using a free version. Okay, you could set multiple alarms on this. You could set an alarm on the 263 area. All right. Sorry. So this, yeah, 281. I could put it at 285 or 286. So there's an alarm there already. So you could use the alarm inside of, you could set multiple alarm. Another thing is you could change your time in here to 1 minute. I like looking at it from the 1 minute perspective, or put it on 5 minutes. All right. And yeah, we're using candles. All right, you could use area. Some people like this. Okay, you could use line. Okay, that is another thing to use. But I love seeing the candles. What other thing? That's it. All right. What other thing? What other thing? That's it. Okay. The rollover factor I can't show you right now because we're not on a trade. Maybe when we're on the trade, I'll show you. Whenever you're on the trade, all right, and the trade is in negative and you feel it still needs more time, okay, you could extend it. But whenever you extend the rollover, all right, you're investing 40% of what you took initially. 40%. So if you use the $10, you roll over, it's going to give you a net of another 5 minutes. All right, that's if you took a 5 minute trade. and it will take 40% off your risk. So if you use it $10, you're going to get $14. You're going to use $4. Does that make sense? All right. Now, if you rolled over a 15-minute, if you took a 15-minute trade and you rolled over, still 40%, but they give you another 15 minutes. Now, the second rollover, all right, it's probably going to be like 10 minutes, I guess. No, I'm not sure it's 15 minutes. Okay. It's not a feature that I'd advise you use and get used to, but when it is necessary, or you feel, oh, you know, or when you're practicing, practice without rollover. All right. When you're leveraging, just leverage. When we're calling it, I'm gonna tell you there's a rollover. All right. Rollover takes a little bit of your discipline away. Okay, it puts you in the emotion of the trade. So but I can't tell you not to use it, because it may be good sometimes. All right. Sometimes it may be good, but sometimes it beats you hard. It beats you more hard than it's good to you. Okay. Are you guys loving the session? All right. So we're patient today. So I'm waiting for this area right now. Put an alarm there. Okay. So now that we know this, there's an alarm there. Okay. And we're waiting for the market 6 o'clock. We're waiting for the 6 o'clock move. So you now see that the market is in a sell region. So sellers are likely to react here to push the market down. Want them to push it down to what? Buy region. So the same thing, if I say you will let a 15-minute align, it's the same thing. If you switch to 15 minutes, all right, right now it's a sell region. If the market comes to the floor on the 15 minutes, I believe if the market has to come to the 15-minute area floor, it's going to be somewhere around here or here. That's when a 15-minute align. The same way 5 minutes align, a 15-minute can align the same way. A 1 hour can align. With this guy, it's very strong. So when a 15-minute align, possibility is the trade will run for 15 to 45 minutes. Like what happened here. The market sold, all right? You can see 15-minute aligned. Can you guys see? All right. 15-minute got to the floor. It was a technical area. Look at what happened. 15 minutes later, the market is up. 30 minutes later, the market is up. 45 minutes later, the market is up. All right, since the market got here. So it's another thing you can practice, but it takes more time to wait on the 15 minutes, but it's more accurate. Okay, compared to the 5 minutes, because the quarter theory is actually 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes. Okay, so yeah. So this trade is not for us today. Do you file taxes with One Prime? These are the taxpayers. You can actually, I don't know, I've never paid tax with trading Forex. Okay. So but if it is, yeah, they don't report. They don't report it. Yeah, they don't even talk about it anyway. So yeah, so it's something you can use to just be getting money with that tax. I don't know if you want to be that tax, you could actually message your account officer, tell them about it. I've never done that. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to say what I don't know. So I'm going to switch. This market is on full momentum, breed on the upside. There's one thing I'm going to say before we're going to close the session. Every session is not a trading session. All right. You know, one of the mistakes a lot of traders do is, can we use this analysis strategy on regular Forex? Absolutely, yeah. You can. You could use it to confirm your entries in Forex. Part of one of these I give you guys, I trade with you guys. Okay. It's in it. All right. Isn't it? Like the price trap 2.0, complete price trap 2.0 is actually Pewat price trap. Okay. It gives you more you're gonna exhibit more patience, but you're gonna have more accuracy. I'll show you guys when that session comes. Okay. So yeah, I was talking about the attitude of a trader. The reason a lot of traders get caught up in the market is because they come into the market to trade. All right. Investors find opportunities to trade. Traders come to the market to trade. That's why you see a trader comes in, they're looking at everything. They're looking at what's working right now. What can I do? Because why? They're compelled to trade. They go into the market because they are worker bees. Investors, all right, find opportunities. They streamline it to simplicity and it's okay. This has a potential strong. I'll wait for this. This is where I want to put. They bid that market. They wait on it. If it doesn't come, all right, another day. That's protecting equity. All right, a lot of people expose equity, but true traders protect equity. So this is a difference. Some people don't have equity to protect. They have to get in. They have to go in to get it. So traders go in to get equity. That is why they are very disciplined. They are very rapid. But investors don't go get it. So they only have one thing. I find the opportunity, comes to me, I take it. I'm not in the Boy Scout business. All right. Let the market comes to me. So if Kendry, you may say Kendry, but I'm not an investor right now. That is why you never be an investor. If you think and act like an investor, even with a $10 equity, eventually what's going to happen? You are operating on the altitude and attitude of an investor. It's going to attract to you the result of an investor. Does that make sense? This is the psychological part a lot of people ignore. I don't have to trade. And this is it. You don't have to take 3 trades, 4 trades, 5 trades. Why are you taking 5 trades? If you have enough money, you take 1 trade, you're done. Okay. What I have in my market may not be much, but if I take 1 trade, I think I'll probably be at $100. Okay. You may not be there yet, but imagine it that you're trading with $100,000. Would you take 5 trades? Be honest. Would you take 5 trades? So appreciate your entry like you're trading with what you want to trade with. Because eventually over time, this small money you're trading like an investor, it's going to look like an investor's money. I guarantee you. All right. Any question? That's the psychological part you have to add to it. You have to have the discipline and attitude of an investor. Okay. So I may not see market every day, but if I respect the market like that, it's going to respect me like that. All right. Don't be a Boy Scout. That's an alarm. Okay, that's an alarm on my interview. Okay, what's the time? 6:03. So let's look at it. All right, not aligned. Something is building up. Okay, so this is fully, wow. This momentum is strong, but I'm going to do a 5 minutes at the close of this candle. Or let's take it ahead. All right. So that is around the 307. Okay, touch that area. So we need, pull. Okay. So I'm going to do this right now. This is not really the time. Okay. So I'm going to take a 5 minute trade now. So I'm in. Yeah. Why am I picking this particular one? So candle is closed. Candle is going to close hopefully the next candle, or what's going to happen is the course of the 15 minutes we want to play out. Okay. Let's see what the new candle does. I always like the timing. So this is actually the close of the timing. If it's not running up right now, chances are it's going to go to a 15-minute area. So we'll probably wait for a 15 minutes. All right. Put your area you got in. I was able to pick 207. Okay. All right. So what happens is, I don't know, this trade is going to take an extension. So if you look at your trade right now, if you took it less, all right, you're going to see a rollover. If you took it up, you're going to see a rollover. All right. So around if it's not going for us right now, the truth is this trade might be going to the next timing. All right. That's the truth. So around the one, before trade gets to 130, could do a rollover. That's if you're not in profit. All right. So it's dancing in and out, close to entry, in and out. All right. So it's around 152 right now. So this is how it looks. Okay, so I want to use the rollover. I just come in here. All right, 128, around the 128. I click a rollover. Ouch, it buys me more time. Okay, so you see it's changed to 618. So what's the next time I want to take this trade? It's 615. All right, that's the next time I want to take. I hope you guys have rolled over. If you don't roll over before the 1 minute, you cannot roll over no more. Okay. You know, sometimes it's good letting the beast go, but sometimes it just gives you room. All right. And sometimes it plays with your faculty. All right. Like you may roll over and the trade closed in profit. And the next time it just came back again. I said, oh, why? I should have not rolled over. Okay. Like I believe this trade would have closed in profit if we didn't roll over. So let what I'm saying not play out. Okay. So rollover is sometimes not favorable. Sometimes it is. Okay. I like to use rollover when a strong analysis align and it's just not ready to move. Buy more time. Okay. So if you did some of you clear? If you didn't take a rollover, you probably clear. All right. But if you're still in it, we're still in it. Now we're the ones battling the trade. Oh, you tied. All right. Loss. That you took a very up entry. Where did you lose from? Okay, you took an up entry. All right. Trade still not ready to move. Okay, we may now be looking at our other entry, but let's just wait at the close of the candle around the 269. I'm going to get in 269 at the close of the candle. Meanwhile, I could put another rollover on this one. All right, that is if you can. I'm still waiting. Come on. You do not know what to do. All right, so if we roll over now, this means the trade is going to close at 20. So I'm just waiting. We may not even need to roll over. Okay, so got 2 more minutes to timing. Okay, I'm putting a rollover on that one. And yeah, I've rolled over that one. And I'm going to come, I don't run away. You owe me here. Come on. Or you can run away, I take the other one away. So we're going to get in on this trade. If it closes around here, let's see if the 15 minutes has aligned. 15 minutes has actually aligned, but there's one candle. Always dangerous with one candle. When you see 1, 2, 3 candles, they're always beautiful. I want this trade to pull down a little bit. Then I can get in. So I'm looking at 269. Shit, look at that boy. Imagine after I've taken a rollover, that's why. What's wrong with you? You did it the first time, you're doing it again. You know, sometimes this market could play with your faculty. It could just play with your emotions. All right. So that was a strong push on the upside. The problem may mean the pressure of this area started kicking on it, or it will still come. Okay. Now look at that guy. Look at that guy. All right. Someone will be like, why did I throw this roller like cake? Oh, I'm not gonna wait another 5 minutes. Ah, all right, we would have closed if we didn't take a rollover. All right. I would have been hearing bells right now. Ah, that's another one. Another rollover trick. NZD are you trying to play with me today? Sometimes pairs can be very reactive. Okay, Camry, what do you mean? I've abandoned this pair for a long time. I said, hey, you run away. You left me after you gave me promises that you're going to marry me. Now you left me for that. I'll catch you today. All right. So some of you cleared. 2-0, that's beautiful. So we're still in it. I wish you could just take that on that one. Just slap it, slap like this. Okay, I wouldn't say that because that would be me asking wrong. Okay, that was close. That on that one, just slap it. See that? You see where when it comes to 15-minute area, it's always strong and reactive. It's like the market played this repetition again. And hopefully when we clear this, it's almost like we took 2 trades. All right. It's where everybody is silently looking at that thing. Please don't even think of coming down. Don't try it. Please just go. Just go. Just go. And when you see it trying to come, like, hey, hold on there. All right. Over time in the market, you get emotionally strong. I would have played the music, but I'm recording. Please, sweet victory. So got less than 2 minutes. For us to be done with the session. We're on borrowed time anyway. Bounce, hit, come back. It's moving dangerously right now. And this is the last minute. So if it rejects, it means it's still trying to pull back. All right, but let's just hope this takes us off before it pulls down to this area. All right, it's about that time. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, good. So we're done for today. So that gives us, may not give us complete 3%, but it probably, all right, be around 2 something percent. Write it on the chart. Okay. So we may not have taken the other trade, but rollover gave us the option of 2 trades. So rolling over twice. So if you took $100 trade, if you rolled over twice, that's $180. No, that's $200 because it gives you 140, 40% off. Yeah, so that's true. Hold on, let me check. I know about my risk. So so guess what, fam? All right, I am supposed to. All right, so that is less than 3%. It's actually about 2 something percent. So put it on the chart. Put it on the chart. All right. Was it a beautiful session? But how many percent you did? 2.2%. So everybody should be around 2.2%. Put it on the chart. Put it on the chart. If you did as I did, you should get my result. Everybody close the trade now, right? Oh, you guys are calculating. How many percent did you do? You're not paying attention to percentages right now. It means you're not journaling. If you're journaling, all right. Yeah, the reason I didn't get a complete, it should be around 2.5. You know, I reduced my risk, okay, because of the rollover. If I didn't reduce my risk, okay, it's gonna be more than 2.4%. So I was supposed to use $120. I used $100. So if I'd used, yeah. Okay. So I believe it was a beautiful